What's happening, guys? We have a lot of Fujiya here. It all started with these right here. I purchased these from Amazon a while back, and yeah, really liked them. This was really handy as a thin adjustable wrench to get into tight spaces. And when you don't have a thin wrench set and you're assembling something, I assembled some casters, and it was super nice. This is a nice 4 millimeter thin area here, and I didn't want to grab a thin wrench or some other way to manage to get between the caster and what I was bolting the caster to. And this came in super handy. I didn't have to guess the size and got in there. So yeah, this is cool stuff here I bought. This one has a ratcheting end on it, which is pretty cool, with the 13 and a 10 there. Super cool. This is nice and thin as well, nice and sturdy, super compact. And yeah, I like that. And Fujiya saw that I like these, and they sent all this out. So we're gonna be opening these and looking at these and comparing them. And yeah, hopefully this video won't be too long, but yeah, let's start off with a recap on how these did for a while, and then take a first look at the rest of all this. So yeah, let's check it out. All right, so yeah, these have been definitely awesome. We'll start off with this one. This is the 8-inch, 200 millimeter. It says it right on there, 8-inch. That's a 200 millimeter. No part number on there, but the part number is FLT34BG. And yeah, this one turns out nicely. If you have a camshaft to move over to as well, it'll squeeze in. Some camshafts, so you want to get the chain on, you need to get in a slightly thin area of the camshaft, and this is all you got. If you want to turn it or that, you have to get the special tool to turn it, and no guessing, all the way up to almost 40 millimeters. And some of those camshafts are quite thick. You need something short as well too to move the camshaft over, and it's nice comfort grip too. Look at the symmetry on the comfort grip. So far it's been doing great. A little loose on it, but the thinness makes up for it. So it's about 4 millimeters thin on the tip, and it goes about to 5 millimeters more towards the base on here, and it's got that angle in, so you can really squeeze it into a tight space. And yeah, saves time. You don't have to go back to your toolbox to grab another tool, and yeah, sneaks in. This one as well, it's good for camshafts as well, holding them, and that's what I mainly had the most use for out of these. Didn't quite use this section. This is the 17, and I don't know why they choose 17, but comes in handy when you have the Astro Nano sockets. This is the Astro Nano socket wrench, and yeah, just look up the Astro Nano socket wrench. It should show up. I don't have the part number handy right now, but it has the 17 millimeter on one side and a 22 millimeter on the other side. So it clicks in the 1/2 inch with the ring right there. Like, yeah, it holds quite well on that one. It doesn't hold quite well on the 17 millimeter. Just got to adjust that ring. But yeah, pretty much the same thinness as the Fujiya, but it's flex. And the Fujiya just happens to be 17. This is the FGL 38BG. And yeah, there's other options as well. So there's different size jaws and other handle options. So this is just a drop in the bucket. There's just 2 of them. So yeah, they do come in handy. Nice thin adjustable wrench to have. So far, no complaints on them. Just don't know what I would be using those for. It's a 10 and a 13 there. But yeah, it makes a super low profile, cool looking nano socket with adjustable wrench on one side. So isn't that cool? So yeah, recap on these. Basically, yeah, they're doing good so far. Nothing bad I could say about them. So yeah, that's cool right there. So let's go on to the next. All right, so next up, we're gonna look at the stuff they sent out to me. We're gonna take a first look at everything. Fujiya International is the name of the company. They've been around for a while, out of Japan, since 1923, I believe. So yeah, they've been around for quite a bit. They got a lot of stuff. They acquired the brand Victor in their pliers, and I don't know if you've seen the symbol Victor on some pliers. They acquired that brand. And they acquired Wise as well, W-I-Z-E, I think, or W-I-S-E. They make a whole bunch of Allen keys and stuff, so that's cool to check that out too as well. This black and gold line is the Kurokin line, so there's a ton of other pliers in different colors, but Everything that is black and gold is the Kurokin line. So let's open these up and see how they function and then how they work, and compare them to something similar. All right, so this one is the FLM 45BG Power Monkey Pliers. So monkey wrench and monkey pliers is what they call them in Japan. These ones will run about $30, $40 range. This one will be $60 range, and it is a 263 millimeter, made in Taiwan. That might be a little patent issue, or maybe a machining issue that they have to make these in Taiwan. Who knows? We don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but yeah, a lot of times stuff is made in Taiwan because of the tooling required to make this, or just the patent or whatnot. Yeah. Oh, it says 250 millimeters right here. It's a 10-inch. So yeah, that is wrong right there. I don't know what that is. And yeah, pretty much the same as the 250 Knipex. So yeah, quite the same. Just two different animals here. We have a thinner profile here on the Knipex versus that. The jaw looks about the same. The play seems pretty tight. The Knipex is a little loose. And yeah, a lot thicker there. The push button looks about the same, maybe a little thicker on the Fujiya because it's just a one-piece spring-loaded. That looked plastic, but that's actual metal. It's hot riveted in there. The Knipex has the lever that holds it in. Thickness on the back seems about the same, a little thicker on the Fujiya right there, as we can see. Handles are really close, and yeah, the function seems pretty good so far. You just move it over and yeah, adjust it. The Knipex, nice and smooth. Have one jaw teeth there, and you have two teeth here on the button here. That's a lot of contact area there. That's pretty interesting. And the Knipex does open a lot wider. So there you go on the Knipex, how much wider it goes as a 250. And there's the handles, how they are when they're wider. I don't want to go too much into details here, I got quite a bit to go here. But yeah, just a good visual comparison to the Knipex right there. Very, very close. So yeah, that's good to see right here. And yeah, let's go on to the next one. All right, moving along here, we have the 700N 175BG. Now, these do have the length on the part number, so it's 175 millimeters long. These are high leverage cutters, so the fulcrum point is more closer to the blade. And as we can see with the Knipex, it's further away, so these aren't as high leverage as these, but it does up to 2.5 millimeter piano wire, and this one does piano wire 2. So that's interesting right there. And yeah, just a little bit more of a symbol here of the fulcrum point, I guess. High leverage, has a tether here. That's pretty cool. There's a screw, I believe. Yeah, I don't know how the brass or whatever coating on it would last, but you can make it left-handed as well, which is pretty nice. Nice Fujiya logo right there. And you can also find them on Instagram. But yeah, nice mirror polish on it. The crimper is right there on one side. It's a long style crimper. I'm not gonna crimp anything right away. I need to move along here. So you get a nice curve with the Knipex right there. It's both directions on the Fujiya right there on the handle. It's like a harder plastic grip, or not, a little rubberish feeling. It's not grippy, so it's like a harder plastic. Might be more resistant to oil there, and it's higher up, more cushion up here versus nothing there. But this is one of many Knipex right here. So this is the 7401-200. Yeah, as we can see, yeah, the fulcrum point's further back, but the piano wire is 2.5 millimeters, while this one's only 2. So that's interesting right there. Let's cut some wire right here. Let's try it at the base right here. Simple. And towards the end, a little bit harder. And compare that to the Knipex real quick here. Yeah, a little harder at the end, but a little more uniform. But yeah, not bad. Any blade damage there? Super nice polish on it. Looks like the job of the blade there is almost the same as the Knipex. Same design right there of the grinding or whatnot. Pretty similar there. So this is the closest one I can find right there for you guys. Very interesting. There's the part number as well. It says high leverage right in there. I don't know what that J number is, but yeah, very nice cutters there so far. We'll see how they do. All right, next up here we have the 3000N 225 BG. So this is 225 millimeters, high leverage side cutting pliers, and it will do, again, 2. So that's kind of a strange spec there. So that's we might have to not pay attention to that. So that's a little different there. Once again, made in Japan. Nice mirror finish on it, high leverage, and pretty much the same fulcrum point as this pair of Knipex right here. This is the 0202-200. So these linemen are a little bit longer, as we could see right there. Same tethering here. We can switch it to either side. Same grip, and a fatter crimp right there compared to the other one. The crimper is a little bit smaller on the cutters. And yeah, the reaming is a little bit different, more rounded off and not much of an edge on there. It's polished, and this has the edge right there for reaming. And the gap is a little bit wider than the Knipex. The Knipex has a smaller gap, and the gap's there because the cutting ability. Let's see the cutting ability on these. Shouldn't be much different, and yeah, nice and easy, no problem. And let's try the Knipex. Knipex a little harder, but yeah, once again with the Knipex, it seems a little uniform every time. Yeah, and there you go. There you have it, the lineman's pliers. All right, before I move on to this one was 45 bucks for the cutters and 54 bucks for the linemen's as of this video, currently on Amazon. And yeah, next up we have the 130-250 BG. So I believe this one will be 250 millimeters in length. Not much else to read back here. Yeah, also made in Japan. So pretty cool on that. It says made in Japan right there. Very nice sticky grip on it. Feels quite thin, like I can bend it a bit. It's rather thin, as we could see, very thin there. And then we have the stout channeled and groove nut here. Looks like it's pounded on so it won't fall off, but it does stick quite far. Yeah, so this is gonna be your tongue and groove style, not like the Cobra. Here's the similar Cobra I can find. Here's the 8751-250, and yeah, it'll be your closest Knipex to it. And as we can see, it's a lot more going on here because the Knipex is the push button style. We do have a flat surface we can grab with the Knipex, more on the edge there, and we have a flat surface that we can grab with the Fujiya as well, but not all the way down. It doesn't clamp all the way down back there, so it's gonna have to be a rather large, thick, flat surface to grab, but it does come to the end nicely, and it has a less of a grind, more of a finer grind on the Knipex there. The Knipex is a little bit smaller on the head, as we could see. So yeah, more beef on the head with the Fujiya. And yeah, quite good grip on it. So it's kind of more of a sticky grip. Yeah, I already feel that. We got a tether hole at the bottom here. And yeah, it doesn't look like this will slide off. I don't know about this one. But yeah, the grip feels good so far. Let's try the ever famous grip here on the Knipex foot trick here. Does it have that one-way feel on it? I might have it closed up too much. Let's go to the next one right here. That might be the trick right there. Does it have the self-locking feature? Kinda. Yeah, I wouldn't trust stepping on it, but all the Cobras have the feature on it. You just yeah, it's self-clamping, and yeah, definitely locks on. So there you have it with the tongue and groove style here. And here is your job play versus the Knipex, and it will run you about $47 currently on Amazon. Next up here we have the 230 165 BG slip joint pliers, slip joint combination pliers with cutters, and also made in Japan. Once again, it says 2.0 on steel wire right there, and yeah, very strange. Pretty slim, very lightweight too. Has the same grip on the handle as that. Nice grippy feel on it. Super thin, nice and compact. Definitely a compact little slip joint plier here. There's the flatness there with the, not rivet, but it's a nut pounded down. And yeah, well, it looks like it's already loose, but yeah, they pound it down on the end there so it will not fall out on you. Nice loose feel, not too tight. Not gonna have to break it in. And these edges do pinch right here, so it does pinch. So right there, as you can see, they pinch together when it's fully open, but when you come down, pretty nice little slim little EDC here, practically almost. And yeah, they come together at the end. There's your grind on the end. The play is not too bad. Let's try the cutter real quick. Looks like there's nice teeth to remove a nut or something there. But let's try the cutter right there so we can see. Not bad. There's your cut. Very nice. Yeah, I like those. Nice little compact little boogers there. Last but not least, here we have the screw pliers. I already showed this on my Instagram real quick. These are made in Vietnam. Might be a patent issue there or something. Why they're made in Vietnam. This is the, where's the part number here? It is the NSPO1-150BG. So these are 150. These are 165. The price, did I mention the price on this one? This one is around 38 bucks. And these screw ones, these are only 21 bucks right now on Amazon. So we have the nice mirror polish on it. Look at that. And yeah, NSPO1-150BG. Yeah. I actually bought another pair on the way from Fujiya. So yeah, this was also given to me, but I am buying the other one. I believe there's a smaller screw version that will go 2 screws down to 2 millimeter, I believe. These only go to 3 millimeters, so 3 to 9.5 millimeters. The other ones that I have on the way from Amazon go down to 2 millimeters on the screw. So yeah, super nice finish on it. No tether hole. Has a different style, like plastic rubberized feeling as this. So this has more of a texture on it. This is more like a different type of texture on it. Kind of sticky a little bit. Not bad. Very compact, and it's spring loaded. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's spring loaded. As a cutter, we can see how that works real quick. Not bad. And screw removal type. I'd say it has a good grip. Let's try it on the jig. All right, so I'm trying to come up with a comparison rig. It's very difficult. A lot of these are different sizes. So yeah, these Japanese style ones are always gonna run a little smaller than I'm noticing so far. And once again, I have more on the way. Yeah, seems pretty easy. The teeth are polished as well, or not polished, but chromed out as well. So it kind of feels a little like it would get soft over time. The teeth are a lot different on these. So not sure on these yet. Yeah, I'm trying to develop a rig here that I can do a good comparison on all these, and I have still a lot more on the way. I got the Negisaurus in. Negisaurus have slightly different teeth on it. These are the OG Engineers Negisaurus screw pliers, the PZ58. So there's more. I went on an ordering spree with the Engineer, which is the Vampire. Same thing, Vampire Tools. This is the made in Japan. This is the NV or the VT 0017LN. This one's used. This one kind of started slipping on me, but you only have 2 little teeth on that to grab something. This is more your needle nose type here, but I do like the overlap on the teeth on these. These come in handy, nice and sharp edge on there that overlap, and they do have a nice, like, strong grip on it. So that's what I like about these. So yeah, Vampire went on and went to the USA to show these more. So Pliers has all the Engineer ones. I think Engineer has quite a little bit more selection than the Plier. So the Pliers are the ones that market to the US, and these are the OG Japanese ones. And the Knipex is rather large, so this is more of a larger style screw extractor right here. So we'll get on to more of a face-off and more comparison to more. And this is just the tip of the iceberg right here. So I got way more screw extractor type pliers. And yeah, look at the teeth on that Knipex. Yeah, these are large compared to the Japanese. The Japanese run you as a smaller type screw extractor plier. A lot of them have the spring loaded on them. Yeah, so smaller stuff. Knipex is new with a larger gripping capacity with that thing. So yeah, but we have more to come, so we'll see how the other ones are going to look like. So that's my judgment so far on these. I'm still learning these out, and I still have to figure out a way to compare them all with the rig. So yeah, thanks again, guys, for staying to the end here. I know this is a long one, and yeah, lots and lots of pliers. More to come, guys. Thanks for sticking by here with all this Fujiya goodness. And once again, guys, thank you for watching, and on to the next.